Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is the Big Girl Diary. I can't make heads or tails of this. I just can't. Just when I think I understand people, I don't. And I like to believe that I have a good understanding of humans and human nature. Now, I know in this case with Ashley Smithline, it's one of two things that only can fit in the category of this madness. It's either she has lost grip of reality, fell into her delusions, and mental illness is somewhere within there, or she is just straight fabricating, lying, manipulating, possibly doing all this for her wing girl or wing woman, because she's a wing woman, and Evan Rachel Wood is the main person, and everybody else is behind her like a bird. You know how the beak, the head, and then everything else goes like this. And here you have Evan, Ilma Gore. Oh my goodness. Then you have Smithline. Then you have, oh, what's that girl's name? Esme. And then you have Ashley. And then it goes on and on. But what's interesting is as this bird is flying, it's falling apart. The feathers are just falling down. They're just falling down. And and Evan Rachel Wood is at the head, trying to keep her head up while the bird is just sort of like falling in and flapping and I have a wild imagination. It got away with me. Please forgive me. But it still doesn't take away the fact of this, what's going on here. Um, Ashley Smithline, this is rather serious. And not only serious, but um, it seems like the 10-year mark, for some reason, or shall I say the 11th year mark, because she didn't file until 2021 when she made these claims back in 2010. And I find it, I don't know. It's very hard to sit there and someone has violated you in that manner, or violated one in that manner, and your manager smile and and everything's okay, but then you're dying inside. But I'm not saying that people can't do it. People can do it, but as they're doing it, it doesn't last for long. It wears on your psyche, and then you fall apart in front. You have a massive breakdown. But this right here, to me, it seems a little bit calculated, and to the point to where her lawyer dropped her. Now, I did a video yesterday showing you the actual court documentations, both. One, asking for it, and two, getting the judgment to release Jay Els Wanger from being her lawyer. So, I mean, I'm just finding this. It's just Jesse Lee Peterson says amazing. Can't believe I'm using him as a. Oh my goodness. But it's just really out there. And then you gotta, sit there and think, ugh. All right, let me bring up something that I found rather interesting. And where is it at? Here. Now, what article is this? This comes from the radaronline.com. I just found it interesting. Now here it says, talks about her hiring the lawyer. We already know that. And the retainer agreement, we already know that. Now, this is what I find interesting, is that Smithline sued the shock rock for sexual assault, S assault, S battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, human H trafficking, and unlawful imprisonment. Just hold on here. At the end of the lawsuit, Els Wagner said, I am proud to represent Miss Smithline as she comes forward to share her truth about Brian Warner or Marilyn Manson. We are exploring all options to hold him accountable for his actions and to make sure his behavior ends once and for all. But now he dropped her as a client. You can't make this up. You're sitting here thinking, oh, he did all this? He did all this in 2010? And it's 11 years later, but we're going to hold him accountable. Now, I wonder, on Mr. Els Wanger's part, I can't pronounce his name to save my life or yours. Was it money? Behavior? What? Because I know lawyers put up with a whole lot of garbage, a whole lot of silliness, as long as they're paying. You'd be surprised what lawyers would do. And able to put up with, as long as you keep those checks coming in. Especially if you pay all at once. But if you're paying on those installment plans, and then that check comes a little late, there might be something there. Or that her behavior got so outrageous because people have outrageous clients. I mean, look at Evan Rachel Wood. Oh man, I feel bad for her lawyers. I mean, that kind of delusion, saying, I grace the court with my presence. I mean, it's hard to take. It is so hard to take this seriously, because she's Ashley Smithline is throwing her reputation on the line for her friend who's pissed off. And I said that in several different videos, and I just don't see any other reason. She's claiming, let me make sure she's claiming all of this stuff. And also she goes a little further. However, she claims one night she woke up from an unconscious state with her wrists and ankles tied up. She said Manson was penetrating her, and she demanded he stops. In the lawsuit, in this, and then let me see, another one, another allegation, another alleged incident reference, including Manson choking Smithline while forcing her onto the bed. The model said the singer then took out a knife and cut her shoulder and her inner arm. In the interview before the lawsuit, Smithline claimed Manson had carved MM into her body. Manson has denied the allegations. His rep said there are so many falsehoods in her claims, and that we wouldn't know where to begin to answer them. And that right there is true. And where did this take place? I think it was somewhere in Asia. He was over in Asia someplace. I'm trying to find it in this article. But, and then as RadarOnline.com previously reported, Manson also is suing Rachel Evan Wood, or they meant to say Evan Rachel Wood, in a separate lawsuit where he accused her of fabricating abuse allegations, and the actress has denied all claims. So, okay. I'm pretty sure all of us at some time in our lives have helped a friend out when they were doing something up to no good and trying to get back at some guy or some girl. Let's say, okay, guys, I'm going to pick on you for a second. Guys will say, a girl comes up and says, "Oh, I'm pregnant." "Oh, that's not my baby. You were with that guy, and that guy." And she's like, "No, I was with you." And then the other guys are like, "Oh, well, we were with you too. You're this, the S, the L, the U, the T. That's what you are." And all the guys are saying this. And then once they go through the courts and get the DNA, and next thing you know, the guy's like, "Okay, I'm the father." So this is what this is going to take. And people who are in that kind of pact, they take it all the way to the end. They're going to take it all the way to the end. So Evan Rachel Wood and her cronies, or her wing women, are going to take this foolishness all the way to the end. I just thought I would mention this because it's just really outrageous. It just really is. Now you got the bikers. Oh man, I hate the city. I really hate big cities. Okay, I'm done complaining. All right, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Please like, subscribe, and you can be anywhere in the world. And I appreciate that you taking your time, because time is something that you never get back, and you're spending it with me. Thank you very much. And thank you for stopping by.